All right, so my stand on bullying is it's bad and it needs to go. Research has linked suicide to bullying, and a newer study also shows that the effects of chronic bullying can carry on to the victim's adulthood from their childhood, so it doesn't just stop at childhood. Bullying is also becoming very widespread through the use of social media, which is what ends up becoming known as cyberbullying. Parents are being advised to deal with the bullying as soon as it occurs so they can prevent the negative effects of it and so they can help their child's overall being. A doctor named Tatiana Falcone, that is a child psychiatrist, stated that the nature of bullying is changing and it cannot be dismissed as something that happens only among boys. And it is something that they will just get over. It affects both sexes, male and female, and particularly since the invention of social media, recent studies have shown that the effects of bullying can be long-term. Bullying is an ongoing issue that happens in schools, and there needs to be precautions or laws to help prevent or reduce it. It is important to intervene and prevent bullying as early as possible because it can cause persistent anxiety, impaired self-worth, and depression. These harmful side effects can dangerously continue even years after the bullying ceases, and surveys that were collected from about an estimate of 4,300 public schools in Houston, of Los Angeles, and Birmingham showed that 20% of students had reported being bullied in as early as the 5th grade, which is not good. An analysis has shown that students who have reported both current and past histories of bullying scored significantly lower on health measures compared to those that have not ever been bullied in their lifetime. They also reinforce intervention to stop bullying and the need to intervene even if the bullying is not ongoing to address persistent effects that they study. And hundreds and thousands of children are dreading not going to school and not take place in their academics because they don't want to face being taunted or humiliated by any bullies. The most common method of bullying is known as relational bullying. It is also difficult for any of the adults to spot or notice, and children that bully this way, they isolate their victims by either spreading false lies about them or purposely leave them out of school activities such as sports or chess club. Most all bullying occurs out of the parent's sight, which is why it is harder for them to know whether or not their child is getting bullied or if their child is the bully. There are usually two victims of bullying, which are passive and reactive. Passive victims, they avoid the bully as much as they can and usually are quiet and avoid teasing others. Passives also turn inward when bullying occurs, meaning instead of acting out on it, they just keep it inside, which hurts them even further. Reactive are those that provoke the attacks by being disruptive and aggressive and antagonizing toward bullies or other children when they get bullied. Cyberbullying is also just as bad as a student named Ron Halligan was a student that had been teased and taunted for months. His classmates were spreading rumors about him through messages on the phone. A female classmate that was popular at the school had posed as him and chatted with him online to copy their exchanges, and she shared them with her friends. Ron was not able to cope with this, and he ended up committing suicide. And since 2003, online bullying has continued to skyrocket and get worse despite suicides like this. Research into what the cause and effects of cyberbullying are still in infancy. Still, it is becoming clear that the aspects of communication online encourage people to be aggressive towards each other, which people might do something that they wouldn't do in their normal life, such as suicide. To wrap it up, bullying is unacceptable and does not belong or deserve to have a place in society. More and more people are getting bullied each day, which is not good, and with the internet and social media and other devices becoming more and more advanced and available to others, the bullying will continue to go on, which is why we need to put an end for it or prevent most of it as possible. More bully victims need to either stand up for themselves or seek help from others, if that be their teachers or parents. Everyone else needs to stop joining in on the bullying and stand up for each other and create peace so everyone can grow up healthy and lead normal lives and grow healthy in their mental and physical aspects for them to improve.